Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to another video with me. Today I'm going to show you how I created this beautifully elegant panel card using one of the brand new stamps from Lavinia. She's called Layla and I've used sparkle, glitters, stars and flowers to decorate her. We'll get started. So the card size that I'm using today is 11 by 15 centimeters. That's slightly bigger than an A6 card, but I wanted it that way so that the proportions of Layla on the card work really well. The three colours in oxides that I'm using are picked raspberry, festive berries, and the new one, kitsched flamingo. First thing I'm going to do is take my low tack stencil tape and section off the piece that I don't want to colour. This low tack tape is the best tape that I have ever found. It doesn't mark the card. It's from Sweet Poppy Stencils. Love, love, love it. There we go. So we're just going to create that panel in the centre by putting one strip there, two strips there. It gives us a lovely evenly proportioned card. Then what I can do is I'm going to go in with my picked raspberry, not being too careful, and I'm just going to create pops of colour all along my panel. Festive berries, and kitsched flamingo. The kitsched flamingo is slightly lighter than the picked raspberry. Back in with my picked raspberry to fill in the gaps. So you can see I'm not being too careful about the space in between. There we go. So you just want the colours to pop, to look lovely along your panel. This is a really simple, quick card. No, I'm going to keep that on for a moment. Then I'm going to take my stencil, which is feather leaf in this case, and I'm going to spritz it with water. Dab a bit of that water off so that it's not completely saturated. Bring my card back and I'm going to place water side down onto my card. Using a piece of kitchen towel, I'm just going to dab it down. That way the water is trapped between the stencil and the card. And then we're just going to dab it off. And you land up with the lovely texture from the stencil all over the card. Gently removing your low tack tape. And I save that because I can use it again. And can you see that gorgeous texture there? It's just lovely. And then actually what you could do is use the ink that's on your stencil and transfer that onto another card. Nothing's wasted here. So that's the background. How simple is that? And now we're going to stamp. We're going to put Layla on this side, and then we will stamp all the decoration to the left. So before we do our stamping, we're going to make sure that the card is completely dry. And for this time, I'm going to be using my stamping platform, primarily because Layla, gorgeous girl that she is a new stamp, and I just want to make sure that she comes out beautifully on my panel. I'm going to be using VersaFine Clear Nocturne, inking her up, tap, 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 her wings. There's so much detail on the wings. So I just want to make sure that I've got it all. Just let the ink set on the card for a moment, let it soak in. The detail on her hair, the wings, beautiful. Okay, she's come out really well, but I think I'd like a bit more depth in the black. And that's the beauty of this platform. In you go again, in exactly the same place. Much better. Lovely. And then I'm going to take my 2 stamps from the pound range. I've got the mini flowers and mini stars. I'm going to take VersaFine Clear in Glamorous, and I'm going to ink up my flowers first. And I'm just going to stamp a couple of sets of those, and then my Nocturne with the stars and a couple of sets of those. Then I'm going to take this stamp. Now you might be horrified here. This stamp says, don't let your, what does it say? It says, don't let life dull your sparkle. And I cut it because I've got 2 sets of them, and I use the word sparkle a lot, so I cut it so that I can just use the word sparkle. And I'm just going to pop this here. There's a lovely flourish on the end of the S. Beautiful. And then finally, I'm going to take a tiny bit of glue, and we're going to put some glitter, because we all need a bit of sparkle. You can use a glue pen for this, but I'm using this today, and I'm just going to tap the inside of the flowers. And I've got Turkish Delight in the Eco Glitter. So pretty. There you go. And it looks like her hand is sparkling too. And of course you'll have glitter now everywhere. Isn't it amazing when you use glitter? You'll end up that evening sitting at dinner thinking, oh, it's on my eyes. Lovely. I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to mount it onto my black card, a piece of pink card, and then onto my white background. And there we have beautiful Layla. And I do realise that I told you last week that I will glue without the embellishments, without the glitter, and here I did. I put the glitter on first, but never mind. So what I usually would do is I would mat and mount the card, and then I would pop the glitter on the top. But beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous stamps. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back soon.